What's up, y'all? Lukewarm Reviews here, coming at you with another one. I'm talking about The Insult today, Lebanese film nominated for the Best Foreign Language Oscar. I wasn't even really planning on seeing this one until one of my professors from college said something about how great it was on Facebook. This is a professor I had for a class about representation of Arabs in media, and he really was influential to me in the way that I think about representation of minorities of all kinds in film and theater specifically. And so I really trust his opinion. He said it was great, so I was like, I should go see this. And I did, and I'm so glad I did because it is phenomenal. It's really fantastic. So let's get into it. I think the ethic of this movie is best summed up by one of the lines in the movie in one of the court scenes, which is, no one has a monopoly on suffering. I think that's brilliant and so simple because we all know that the conflict in the Middle East, specifically in Israel-Palestine and surrounding areas, is incredibly complicated. And I don't want to get into it because I have a rudimentary understanding of it, but I understand it just enough to know that I don't understand it enough to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of it that I don't understand, so I would never presume to be any kind of expert on it. But atrocities are atrocities, and my heart bleeds for the Palestinian people and for all of the victims that I've seen in the news in the past. I mean, this has been going on for forever, but the way that this film tackles it is very complex and very nuanced and really amazing. It's not specifically about like Israel-Palestine conflict because the characters are a Palestinian and a Lebanese Christian. It's set in Lebanon. And the way that it pits them against each other is really smart because they both are extremely flawed. They both have a lot of problems, but they also both have really redeeming moments. And it's beautiful to watch. And ultimately, what it finally gets around to is the root of prejudice, which is putting all of your problems with a group of people onto one person just because they belong to that group is stupid and leads to horrible things. That's ultimately what it says, and that sounds very simple and like duh, but the movie does it so smart and it's so nuanced and it's very gradual too. It's a little bit longer movie, it's not too long, but the way the pacing is brilliant and the arc and the way that they slowly begin to open up to each other and the more you discover about each character is really well done. I never knew that a scene of two men silently helping one another jumpstart a car could be as moving as I found that scene in particular. And it really does end with this uplifting note of seeing each other as just people instead of whatever nationality or ethnic identity you identify with. And I absolutely loved it. Moving on, is it original? I mean, to me it is, yes. I'm sure there's lots of films that have been made about this, but it's not something that I necessarily seek out for myself. So I haven't seen a bunch of stuff like this before. Also, I looked it up, and only one Arab film has ever won the Oscar for Best Foreign Feature. Several have been nominated, but only one has ever won, and it was in 1969. It's a film from Algeria. So I kind of really want this to win the Oscar because I think that would be really cool. And the Arab filmmakers have been waiting for it, you know. And this is a really phenomenal film. So very original, yes. The acting, oh man, the acting is so good. I specifically want to mention, I'm sorry, right over here, Kamal El-Basha as one of the leads, Yasser, absolutely blew my mind. He's so subtle and sensitive with his performance, and his character really goes somewhere. I mean, both of the leads do. The other lead, Adel Karam, as Tony Hanna, he also he's great. They both have huge arcs, but I thought that Kamal El-Basha was particularly fantastic. Also, one of the supporting, Daiman Bu Aboud, I hope that's how you pronounce it, or close, as Nadine Webby, one of the lawyers. Little supporting role, but she really struck me as well. She was very sensitive and really, really good. Last thing I will say, the cinematography is incredible, but the music, holy cow. This film would not have been as phenomenal as it was without the music. The music is unbelievable. It's almost like Drive kind of synthy, really, really surprising stuff for this sort of like, I guess it's like a political drama, you could say that. Really surprising music, but it works super, super well. Just absolutely fantastic. So that's it, guys. That's The Insult. I loved everything about it. It's going to be very high up on my list, which you'll hear about soon. So thank you to Sammer, my professor, for recommending this to me. I absolutely loved it. Go check it out, guys. The Insult. I'll be back with some more movie videos very soon. Subscribe, share with your friends, give me a comment. What do you think? Thanks for watching. As always, guys. Bye.